You see it, you read about it, you may make a small comment to yourself, you might even shrug your shoulders and move on to the next part of your life. But for many of the people who are gathered here today, there's no moving on. They do so acknowledging that within that 234, there is one person that they knew, one person that they loved, one person that carried burdens that they felt no one could understand, one person who they laughed with, one person who shared a life with them, one person who had a family, friends, co-workers, one person who struggled with substance use, one person who struggled with treatment, one person who struggled with recovery, one person who experienced something so traumatic they could not heal from it, one person who felt pain, one person whose mental health was critical, one person who felt safe when they used, one person who felt rejected, one person who was a member of our community and is now a tragic loss. There are 234 ones. There are 234 reasons. There are 234 times many who are left behind to pick up the broken pieces to heal. There are 234 human beings that are no longer with us. So let us reflect when you see overdose numbers, when you see people struggling. Please take a moment and reflect that this was once a human being. I plant this cross today in memory for all of you who have already planted a cross in memory of loved ones. I plant this cross for those of you who may have wanted to plant a cross today, but could not be with us today, but are here in spirit or here online. If you are dealing with the loss of a loved one, but feel shame because it was a drug-related overdose, we are here. We send our love and support to you, and we plant this cross for you as well. Finally, if you are one of the forgotten who have left us, one of the lost, one who did not want to be found, one whose last moments were spent alone with no one there to be with you when you left us, we hear you today, we see you today, and we acknowledge your existence as a human being. We plant this cross for you as well.
So if you're a person in need of help, you are not alone. If you're a mom, dad, sister, brother that's trying to help someone, you are not alone. If you're a friend, coworker, or citizen of this community, you are not alone. That is our goal, to get the education out to the community so that you will know, you will have the resources, and you'll understand how fast things can turn. Our goal was to grieve, but to not only take the pain, turn it into change. We need to stand up for the people that can't. This campaign brought the light to the lives that we have physically lost and to the ones that we're fighting for. We need more help, more education, and truly we need to open our eyes.
So for every heartbeat that we drum together today, each one of those heartbeats represents one of the people, one of the loved ones who've been lost to the opioid crisis. And with every heartbeat that we drum today, we are acknowledging each one of the people who we can help bring out of the opioid crisis and out of addiction. So it represents the people we've lost, and it's represent the people who represent hope to us in this crisis, moving forward, breaking the stigma, and having the conversations that we need to have. And so I invite you to drum with me as we do this. That we are no longer hearing, We can break the stigma. We can end this crisis. We have to have the conversations. Thank you very much for having me here today.
As you know and I know, there's lots of work that we all have to do. And just by the attendance here today, I know that we'll move forward with the opioid crisis.
William was 35 when he passed away in July last year of an opiate overdose due to fentanyl. It seems to be an epidemic that's hit our streets hard and our children hard and our families hard, because it's not only children, it's mothers, fathers, cousins, aunts, uncles, brothers, and sisters. And it's a crisis that needs to be addressed, which they are doing now, thankfully. And we're opening up and being able to tell our stories. Please, if you're with someone that has been using fentanyl or any type of drug and you see they're in distress, pick up that phone. Don't rely on the addict to tell you he doesn't need help, because that's when it could be the most critical time. See, Will didn't die in an alley alone. He died in a house with a friend who thought he was sleeping. We as friends need to stand together and make that judgment call. Will's life could have been saved that night, and it wasn't. And now he's a statistic. Something he should have never been, or any addict should be, is a statistic. Because they are loved, and they are family, and they are friends, and they do matter.